r/askreddit, what are some reasons, other than abuse and infidelity, that people who love each other break up? One half of the relationship not pulling their weight. You can tolerate messiness and having to do absolutely everything for a while, but 10 plus years of being a maid/cook/nanny/gardener/handyman and the bitterness and arguments that go with it, slowly rot a relationship from the inside out. Got there in two, the breakup is recent and has been the hardest thing I've ever experienced, but I'm grateful for all I learned with my partner. On to bigger and better things. Bad communication. Bad sex or loss of sex drive. Not enough empathy towards each other. Undiagnosed/untreated mental issues. Drifting apart as they age and mature. Basically everyone on this list except the last one torched the 1-year long distance relationship I had in 21. The death of a child. This is huge. The stats support this. Also having a chronically ill child. Sexual incompatibility. Difference in libido? Or is there anything more? Or in the case of my parents, one party coming out of the closet. They don't share core values. They have different life goals. Sometimes love just isn't enough. Love doesn't always equal happiness, unfortunately. I've learned infatuation isn't enough to make a relationship last. Values and life goals are arguably equally as important as how much love you have for each other. Communication, not being able to talk through stuff. It is actually surprising that a lot of broken bonds can even be fixed with a simple talk. Suppose the other person even wants to talk. I'm going though a breakup cause of something I said at the wrong time and stuff she bottled up and never told me. Even though I know we still have feelings for each other, she doesn't want to see me or talk after more than a month. One high cause is finances. Some of the best advice my dad has ever given me is, every fight in your marriage will be about either sex or money, and the ones about sex are really about money. Religion. I'd add different moral/political beliefs into this. These core principles just can't be worked around or ignored forever. Religion is toxic. I see religious people compromise their beliefs every day, lie to themselves, etc., but no, the man in the sky fable cannot be toned down for any reason. Different goals. Could be right person, wrong time. Right person, wrong time is always the hardest to move on from. I've been quoting this one for about a year now. I totally agree. I've had it happen to myself and to a couple best friends. That's the worst thing, when there's so many little issues and they become big issues that are so unfixable and you just get exhausted, and that moment of realization of just our love isn't enough. The worst feeling ever. Lose interest in each other. The romantic spark is gone. Overbearing family. Yes, especially if that family is telling the spouse to leave after every little petty argument, even though that family member has been in a toxic marriage/relationship for many years and hasn't left their spouse. Family getting into personal marriage problems only make it worse, especially if the family doesn't like the spouse. They try to convince you that they are bad for you. This is why I have stopped telling my family about the problems. Most of the issues are fixable and small, and yet they try to insert themselves into the marriage and break it up. Loving someone is a decision you need to make each and every day of your life. Most relationships grow apart because one, or both, stop deciding for love. It's the little things that stop. Surprise your partner with something. Listen to each other. Be there for each other. The moment you take your partner for granted, is also the moment when you start losing them. We realized we were better friends than lovers. I still love my ex-wife very much and she still loved me too, but we realized that our happiest memories were mostly non-romantic. We have been separated for 3 years now but still talk almost daily and hang out all the time. Our friendship has never been stronger and I'm happy for her and her BF, who is a lot more compatible with her than I could ever be. And GT, we realized we were better friends than lovers. Why though? Incompatibility in the bedroom. Different views of the future. Wanting children. There are so many reasons. She won't close the goddammit cupboard doors. I feel personally attacked, lol. I've gotten better about it because I know it bothers my husband, but yeah, my ADHD-addled brain for some reason blanks out when I open cupboards. Differing opinions on tacos. You must establish if you have a good taco rapport before you get serious. Wanting to have kids, moving to different places, just not being compatible anymore, fraud, or just growing apart. People change. Money and how it is spent. My first wife was a spendthrift and a credit abuser. Me leaving was mostly about financial self-defense. When sexual attraction to each other is gone and there is no more sex. Many young couples only seem to be together due to temporary sexual attraction and nothing more. Even if they still love each other on a personal level, not wanting to have sex with each other can lead to the end of many relationships. Afterwards you are back to being just friends. They want to move to different places. Relatedly, immigration laws, especially if you're not married or living under the same roof. Money. One hit a huge amount of debt and continued to spend. Second was a partner who quit his job and didn't even try to get a new one. He still expected all the same lifestyle benefits on one salary while he sat around doing nothing. Nope. Mental health. War, e.g. fleeing your country, conscripted into service and missing in action. She always put her family and friends ahead of me. I feel this. I don't have any issue with loving and prioritizing family, but when your partner becomes an NPC in their own relationship, there needs to be a discussion or a split. Family I can understand, but friends. This basically is the list. I'd add marriage or no marriage. Me putting my friends before her was the cause of my last breakup. I think it's reasonable to a point, and we were juniors in college. Things that cannot be compromised: sex life, religious beliefs, having kids, etc. Disagreements on how to live, finances, i.e. a saver vs a spender, travel, highly ambitious vs someone who's happy living paycheck to paycheck in a minimalist lifestyle. Growing apart, person 1 values ABC while person 2 values XYZ, and while may care deeply for each other initially, they put their focus in different directions, and after many years, they realized they became different people and went in the ABC/XYZ directions. In my case, distance. LDRs are hard to work long term. Because one of them is a time traveler and realizes that their relationship will eventually lead to the fabric of reality melting apart, and they have to bravely and tragically break up with the only person they felt a true connection to. One wants to have kids and the other doesn't. Sexual incapability. We had grown up together and grown into people who wanted different things out of life. Also, there was a huge codependence issue, and separating was best for our mental health. You have to be a healthy person on your own before you can be healthy in a relationship. People change over time. You just fall out of love. It is probably the biggest reason that usually branches into infidelity. Relationships are a team mentality game. Everyone involved has to know everyone else is there to work together as a team. Growing apart as opposed to together. Sometimes it just wasn't meant to be. Self-doubt that leads to distrust, leads to jealousy for everything that moves. Mental illness/unresolved childhood trauma. Lack of communication. Lack of interest in each other. Values disagreement, urban/suburban living, weed, alcohol, religion, kids/no kids. Their family/friends. Money. The people that you were at the start of a relationship aren't necessarily the same people that you are today or tomorrow. One wants kids, the other doesn't. Money troubles. Substance abuse or addiction. Thanks for pointing out addiction.